The sixth person voted out of Survivor Texas, Blossoms and Thorns, and the first member of the jury, Catalina. Please bring me your torch. The tribe has spoken.
That was awesome. Like Jackson, they really thought they had us. Like he was laughing. He was like, I knew it. And then when that last Catalina vote came out, he was like,
Tribal did not go well. I'm gonna refrain from using any derogatory words or cuss words, but it did not go well tonight. I don't know why freaking Catalina voted for Sailor or voted for Michael. No clue why she did that.
I wanted Sailor to get the 2 votes, and then Michael and I sent Catalina home. But I think what happened was that because Catalina was really nervous, and she told me ahead, she was like right before, she was like, I think Sailor has an idol, which she does, but didn't play it. But yeah, she was like, I think Sailor has an idol. So I think what she did is she switched her vote to Michael. In case Sailor played an idol, then 1 vote for Michael would send him home.
Michael said something that led me to believe that he was going to stick true to our plan, and that he was just kind of entertaining Jackson and Catalina's idea. But honestly, it really was just trust. Like I really did trust them.
I'm gonna try and build connections just by saying like, hey, I know you voted one of us out, but I still want to work with you, even though in the back of my mind I know that they're little backstabbers.
Honestly, I feel like I was looking a little cocky today. I don't know, I'm like really scared that like people were catching on to like how I'm positioned in this tribe. And so I think for these next couple of days, I need to just lay low a little bit and manage my threat level.
I feel pretty good right now, but it's definitely scary potentially going 4-4 into a merge, because it could end up being tie vote, drawing rocks, like who knows what could happen. There's gonna be fireworks for sure.
I definitely think Roy and Michael are bigger targets than I am, so I think I'm not the next to go, hopefully. I still have 3 other people that trust me.
I feel okay. I think I have good friends. I'm a little wary of a few things, and it's hard to constantly reassure those, but I think I also have options. I got some pivot moves if I need to. And now I haven't talked to Crystal or Sarah at all. They've been on the opposite tribe, or Roy. Yeah, the 3 of them were on both opposite tribes that I wasn't on. So now I have a chance to make friends with them.
I hope now it shows everyone on the Blue Bonnet tribe, me, Roy, Sarah, and Crystal, that we cannot trust them. We tried working with them. We tried to form connections, and I was gonna stick to that. I don't want Sarah in the game. I don't want Roy in the game. But now I'm gonna have to work with them because I can't trust them, obviously.
Once I have that safety net of knowing that we're not just gonna be picked off, if the former Bluebonnets decided to stay strong, then we can have a lot more freedom to just play our own games. So for me right now, from what I've heard, Roy is kind of on the outs in terms of former Bluebonnets. He had prior connections to Alexis, like a lot of people, like I think I heard Sarah doesn't like him very much. So I feel like he's our best bet to try and pull in to our group.
Roy is sitting pretty right now. He thinks he has me, Crystal, Michael, and Alexis. And like he's literally sitting in the middle of everyone. No one's gonna vote him out.
So basically earlier today, Roy texted me, Michael, and Alexis in a group chat being like, hey, so basically I found out on like the first week that Jackson has an idol and he wants to play it tonight.
I ended up telling the former prickly pears about Jackson's idol because I felt that Catalina going home would benefit my game the most. And in doing so, they decided to vote for Catalina instead of Sailor. That way, if I do end up flipping next week, I will be on the majority side against the former Bluebonnets.
My game the past couple weeks went from like so grim, bottom of the barrel, like I was gonna be next on prickly pear, to like all the stars aligned. Like I tribe swapped to like the most advantageous position I could have possibly been in, with my closest ally, Andreas, still having the idol in my pocket. Also, let's talk about this. Why was the Bluebonnet idol so little and easy to carry? This thing is literally the biggest pain in my butt to have to carry to tribal every day, because you can't put it in your pocket without everyone seeing it. It's sharp. Like look at this. Like this is made out of staples. This is sharp. I've like started bleeding on this before.
I met with Sarah earlier and we had a really interesting conversation. I feel like she is pretty locked in with me, which is good for us because we want to keep all the prickly pears around this week. And Jackson's already came for me like 3 separate times, so I feel like he's gonna be gunning for me again this week. He's coming for all of us, so
Jackson's crazy.
We want him gone. Bye. We don't like you.
Off tier crazy. After tribal last night, we were like walking home and we were kind of trying to talk to him. Like Michael had said something along the lines of like, oh, like I really like your shorts. Where'd you get them? No response. He completely ignores us and starts speed walking off, like gone, no words. He was livid.
Sarah literally, when we met up earlier today, was saying like she wants him gone too, and she wants to work with all of us. And so she was like, you should reach out to Sailor. And I was like,
Yeah.
you think so? Like, whatever. And then she was like, yeah, like, and then she was literally like, that could be our final 3. And I was like, that's a great final 3 for me because I could easily beat both of you.
The craziest thing about this news, though, when she told me this, is like, I have literally never spoken a word to Sarah, ever. I was like honestly convinced that she didn't even like know I was in the game. Like I wouldn't have been surprised if you're like, you could talk to Sailor, and she's like, who? What? Who is that?
I'm number 1 to go on my tribe. Bluebonnets, they're like, oh, Sarah. I'm like, oh no, guys, we've been together for so long. What am I doing wrong? Probably really annoying, number 1. I should probably double that down a little bit. But that's kind of the goal. Be annoying, stay at the bottom. But now we're actually at the bottom. Like the bottom of the barrel. Like you're scraping like the popcorn in Welch, where like they had to scrape the burnt ends, that's what I'm getting, and they're putting it on top.
Michael and Andreas are still my number 1s. I just like both of them so much as people, and like everyone, like today I've had Sarah, Andreas, and Sailor all separately tell me Michael cannot make it to the end. And I was like, I know, but I don't want to vote him out. I'm not looking forward to that, but I do realize I can't go to the end with Michael.
I think the old Bluebonnets are in a bit of a crisis moment. I think they're going under some tensions, and so we're just going to be opportunistic. I think that's really the plan, but I know they're looking at us probably saying the same thing.
I have heard from today, actually, from both 2 sources, Alexis and Andres. They said Jackson was looking to aim for me at the merge, which makes me feel less bad about that decision. So I think me making that move first can put Jackson in my line of sight in terms of my next target.
I don't like Jackson. I don't like Crystal. I can't believe she made me feel bad for making fun of her trench coat. And then she just was lying to me the whole time. So then I was like, I don't feel bad about that anymore. Oh, she didn't find out about it. But when I was talking to her, when we first got swapped, I was like, oh my God, she's actually really nice. Like, guys, I feel like a... And then she was like just lying to me the whole time. And I was like, I don't feel bad anymore. Andreas and I keep getting Inspector Gadget things on our For You pages and sending it to each other.
What do I feel the most unsure about in this game? I would say 2 people. I would say 1, Sailor, just because I've never had a conversation with him besides like a couple words. He hasn't reached out to me. I haven't reached out to him. That's the only person I haven't had an actual conversation outside of like the competitions. And also Crystal. I'm not sure. She hasn't been talking to me as much recently. It used to be me, Jackson, and Crystal. We were really tight. But now Crystal just doesn't talk much. Crystal has been sketched out ever since learning I knew Alexis.
Bluebonnets, Prickly Pears, welcome back to the challenge. Prickly Pears, you may have noticed that Catalina was voted out last time. She becomes the first member of the jury. Today's challenge, like last challenge, you guys will compete head-to-head, one-on-one, in this circle behind me. The way the challenge will run is you will have a ping pong paddle with a totem on it, and the last person in the ring to keep their totem on their ping pong paddle wins. The totem will be a yerba mate, an Austin special, and your ping pong paddle will just be a ping pong paddle. You might be familiar with it from the Final 12 challenge. There have been some rumblings about a merge that could be in the works from lots of people. In season 1 and 2, we did have our merge at the Final 8. But I remind you that we are the production team, so we get to decide when we do something differently. This season, we are not doing anything differently. Everybody, drop your buffs. Yeah! Congratulations.
He's throwing us off.
Here you go, Crystal.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Yours to keep. All right. And like I said, it will be head-to-head. It will be a bracket-style challenge. So the winner of the tournament will win individual immunity. and the remaining 7 will be up for elimination, or they'll become the second member of the jury. All right, let's get to it. Michael and Roy, you guys can step up. Your ping pong paddles are on the ground. On go. As soon as I say go, the first can touch the ground loses. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Round 1. Michael and Roy.
Oh.
Roy tosses his can in the air, slams Michael's down. Michael is out of this in a blink. Just like that, Roy moves on to the semifinals. All right, next up, Jackson and Crystal. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. Former tribe mates. Now enemies. Oh, Crystal doesn't even have to do anything. Jackson takes himself out. Just like that, Crystal moves on. We'll face Roy in the semifinals. Sailor and Alexis up next. On go. First can to touch the ground loses. 3, 2, 1, go. Sailor and Alexis. Former tribe mates. Former enemies. Alexis tries the Roy strategy. All right, Sailor moves on. It was a valiant effort. All right, final round, Sarah and Andres. Survivors ready, on go. 3, 2, 1, go! All right. Sarah, Andres. Sarah goes for Andres', gets his down first. Sarah moves on. Semifinals, congratulations, Andres is out. No shot at individual immunity. Roy and Crystal up first. Roy doing the most in his first attempt. Crystal doing the least, but still winning. Roy might want to keep his can on his paddle this time. Worked for him last time, so who knows. All right. Get your bearings. 3, 2, 1, go. Roy and Sarah. Roy and Crystal. Circling each other. Like cobras. Oh. Roy's strat does not work this time. Crystal moves on to the finals. 1 in 2 shot at immunity. All right, get your bearings. 1 wrong move and you're out of this challenge. No shot at immunity. All right, Sailor ready, Sarah ready. It's gonna be a hard one to commentate. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Sarah nonchalantly walks up to Sailor. It does not work. Sailor moves on to the finals. A lot on the line here. Sailor versus Crystal have never been on the same tribe, meeting each other for the first time. Crystal might not even know his name.
Wait, what was his name?
Sailor.
Yeah.
All right, on go. Survivors ready for it all. First immunity. 3, 2, 1, go. Crystal and Sailor. Sailor being aggressive. Will Crystal's passive strategy work like it did the last 2 times? Sailor pulls a Roy and it works. Sailor wins immunity. Guaranteed spot in the final 7. Congratulations, safe at this first merge vote. Crystal, I'm so sorry. Congratulations, Sailor, on your win. I'm sure that must take a lot off your shoulders. I have one thing to add.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Congratulations. You cannot receive any votes in the next tribal council.
Okay, midsummer.
Oh, I gotta put
Oh, yeah.
I gotta put my Yerba
You're-
Mate down.
Make sure you look at the camera when you say it, yeah.
Midsummer.
Woo!
My head is-
In addition to winning immunity, you also get the privilege of deciding who this clue goes to. So you can pick 2 people that are on your new tribe to receive this clue to read together. This is a clue to a new hidden immunity idol.
Okay. I'll go Michael and Alexis.
All right, Michael and Alexis, I have this clue for you. After the merge feast, you guys will read this together. I will see you guys on Sunday, where you as a tribe will vote out your first player and they will become the second member of the jury.
Guys, what if we named our tribe the Yerba Mates? Because we're sorry.
No, that was good. I like that.
I'm feeling awesome. I feel so great. This is so exciting. Like, survivor dream come true, I guess.
Roy, I guarantee you, he threw this challenge, and I saw him. Why was he being like? Why did he not just do the same thing and throw it up? Like he it looked so obvious that he just let his thing drop.
I think my strategy was a good one. I should have stuck with it. I don't know why I stopped. I did like a pump fake against Crystal, which was stupid. And then she just batted mine to the ground. I was like, oh.
I think that my performance in the challenge was good. I think that in the end, I totally could have won if I had just I saw him coming for me and I just threw mine up in the air because it was already falling and it was so close.
I was really sweating it there because if Crystal won, I knew she was going to give Jackson the idol clue, and now no Bluebonnets are getting the idol clue.
This challenge did not show my strong suits. It was definitely a weak point in my game.
Jackson acts like he's so survivor savvy, and he gets out at first round every time.
Honestly, I've kind of just been on a week run for the past 2 weeks. The smoothie challenge, and then it was this challenge. I'm flopping. I'm in my flop era. But next week, just wait, y'all. I will be winning that crown. Isn't it Survivor Thorns and Blossoms, right? Is that the name of our season? Yeah, Cherry Blossoms. Are y'all down with the Cherry Blossoms? And yeah, the color and the theme.
I think the merge is going to affect everyone's game, honestly. I think everyone has to start talking to everyone, make sure everybody feels safe, and then check whenever you're going into the vote. And I think that just complicates things so much more.
The merge saves my game. Well, not saves, but definitely puts me in a better spot since I'm reunited with all the former Pricklies. I miss them so much. When they said merge, I was like, I can't run over to them, but I wanted to.
Well, things didn't go at all how I expected them to coming to this point. I very severely misjudged the prickly pears. Now, I don't really have a plan, but I'm up for grabs on Tribal on Sunday, so I need to start thinking about one.
I want to talk more to Sarah, just because I'm pretty sure Sarah thinks me and Jackson are working together, even though I'm in what world would I want to work with Jackson of all people? I'm honestly kind of offended that she even thinks that.
I also really want to work with Andres. We are starting to form a good connection, and I'm excited.
I don't really want to work with Jackson just because I don't respect him and his game at all. I don't hate you, Jackson. I don't want you to think that. I really don't. It's just that I did hear that from Sarah that you were telling everybody that we know each other. So I just don't really respect you doing that. Because last time I checked, you were waking me up this morning, calling me asking for forgiveness. I want to see you gone this week, but we'll see if my tribe mates are down for it.
I do kind of feel vulnerable going into this. It's scary knowing that 7 people can be voting for me. I don't think I should be worried. I don't think I'm the next on the chopping block. Roy and Michael, they should be worried. Those two, everyone has been talking about voting them out.
In regards to Sailor picking Michael and Alexis, I'm pretty sure he did run that with me before. He was I'm not going to pick you because Sailor thinks we have this super secret alliance going on. And I was yeah, don't pick me, keep it within them. And so I mean, he thinks he's a mastermind right now. So I let him do that.
Man, I know a lot about the other tribe. I have positioned myself in a way that everyone is coming to me to tell everything. Andreas is telling me everything, Alexis is telling me everything.
See where nature's wonders bloom, amidst a garden's sweet perfume. In shadows where secrets loom, find your treasure, dispel the gloom. Well, it's in a garden.
The only thing I can think was by the fountain.
There's a big UT thing over there, right?
Mhm.
A big thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's been about an hour since the challenge ended. And I expected everyone from the PP to tell me where the idol clue was, but no one's texting me back. And it's really sussing me out. I don't know, no one's telling me where this idol's at, and no one's even responding to me. And I'm what the hell? I thought our game plan going forward was that y'all would share the idol clue with me. And I know they're looking for the idol, because I texted Taylor, I was are you back yet? And he said, I'm idol searching. And I said, where are you at? No response. I literally am just walking on Speedway, seeing if I could catch up to them or something. Everybody from the merge tribe walked back home together, but I had to break because Jackson lives in Jester, and I was I have to go then. And then he threw out Roy's name, which is good to hear. I pretty much walked through all of campus at this point, and no one said anything. I was talking to Alexis, and she muted her notifications. It's just, I don't know, I feel betrayed. It's making me feel really anxious, and I don't get Like, I don't understand why they don't think I'm, like, curious about the idol clue. We talked about it before the challenge. I don't like this. No one's telling me anything, and I'm freaking out. I'm walking around campus on my own, just seeing if I could run into them. This doesn't feel good. I honestly feel I'm really fucking pissed right now. Everyone's pissing me. Like, Alexis, I was talking to Alexis, and she muted her notifications while I was texting her. Like, who the fuck does that? And then Sailor told me he's looking for the idol, and I said, where are you at? Conveniently doesn't respond. Michael never even said a word to me. How am I supposed to work with these people if none of them want to come to me for things? Or nobody wants to tell me stuff? No joke, I found them. I found them all walking together. The 3 of them are walking together right now. I'm literally seeing them right now. They're right there. All of them are talking down there. I hate every single one of them. Why don't they want to share this clue with me? I don't get it.
Interesting things happened. Everyone's walking together. Jackson and Andres walk away. I get a call later that night. Andres tells me, Jackson, first thing as soon as we get into the elevator, he said, all right, well, let's just get Roy. That's what Jackson said, my old ally.
Jackson's been someone I've worked with for a while going into this game since the tribe swap, and now with merge, Jackson's like telling lies.
I get a call today after class from Jackson. Guess what Jackson says? He says, I was talking to Andres, and Andres just said, well, what are we thinking? How about Roy? Interesting. That's weird, because it could have sworn Andres told me that you suggested my name last night. Wow.
Like, I feel like his plan coming into this game was just to stir up as much drama as possible.
Yeah, which is
like,
not ideal.
Which is working, but
yeah, true.
I will bring up that Andres, whenever we were walking after the challenge, I will bring up he talked to me, and he did bring up Roy, and he was like, I think Roy would be a good choice because he's a challenge threat. Yeah. And I was like, and I do like Roy. I do like have a good connection with him, but I do see that. I do see that. I also see Michael as a really big challenge threat as well. I think those two are like the main ones that we kind of have to watch out for.
I think everyone's just like, let's just get it out of here.
Yeah.
But in terms of us, like, I got good vibes from Roy from the start. Like during the smoothie challenge, I talked to him a little, and I was like, you know, he kind of saved our butts, you know, drinking that smoothie, so that, you know, we've talked about, like, we wanted, the prickly pears wanted to even up the numbers. But like I've told him, like, I'm not opposed to branching off once merge comes. I'm not going to tie myself to prickly pears. I don't want to go to the end with someone like Michael. Like, everyone loves him.
It just sucks, like, how the swap worked out, I feel like, because both of us were just put in, like, a bad...
Very bad situation. We're the survivors. Yeah. We're the survivors.
Yeah, for real.
Roy did reveal to us that y'all did know each other before. I don't know if he told you. But he did reveal to us that y'all knew each other before the game. And, like, I do think that puts a target on both of y'all.
Yeah.
But I think him being a competitive threat and also having that connection, I think that puts him a bigger target on him. And I'd be willing to vote him out. I think he's a really good target for this week.
Whenever he talked to me, it was kind of like he was telling me what to do and telling me what the plan was versus asking me what I wanted to do or asking me what the plan should be, which even if you have a plan that you want, you're supposed to go into it being like, what do you think? Not Roy and you knowing each other. Like, you might think that's a good thing, but actually that's just going to put a target on your back because he talks to me like I'm a dumb, basically.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I do see him being a problem in any individual immunity.
Right.
What's up, guys? So, I'm pretty pissed off. I talked to Roy today. Didn't give him a whole lot, but, you know, as per usual, I was a little bit too trusting, and I let it slip that I had seen Alexis on a production member's Instagram page. Come to find out she was, you know, part of the production team on season 2, which is really not a big deal. Like, I told Roy, I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't really care. It's just kind of interesting that she never told us. It makes me a little weary, but, like, nothing too crazy. Like, I'm still want to work with her down the line. And basically, he was like, yeah, like, you know, lips are sealed. I'm not going to tell anyone. Immediately, not even an hour after I met with him, Andreas texted me saying, dude, we need to talk. Did you tell Roy
because Roy immediately told Alexis what I said. And now Alexis wants to get me out within the next couple votes.
Sailor and Andreas.
Favorite Lions back at it again.
We just spent like an hour walking around campus searching for this freaking idol, and we can't find it.
I think this might be like the worst clue in Survivor Texas history, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
We've looked pretty much everywhere. Well, I haven't even looked everywhere, actually. He's looked everywhere. I've kind of just followed him everywhere.
Yeah, we got to get our hands on that next clue.
Yeah.
For
And we're
sure.
going to talk to Alexis in a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably discuss the vote a little bit. So.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's your favorite Alliance. Back at it again.
Well, basically, we discussed the vote. Amongst other things, we talked about the vote. And I'm pretty sure we're all feeling the same way.
We're just reconfirming that it's Jackson.
Yeah, it's Jackson.
Alexis is running this game. She has everyone wrapped around her finger, like every single person. Sarah wants to work with her. Roy thinks he's close with her. She thinks she has all the prickly pears. Really, the only people she doesn't have are Jackson and Crystal because they don't have anyone right now. Now I'm in a tricky spot because I need to split them up. Preferably, I'd love to get Alexis out right now. But if I need to get Roy out first, I'd love it. But, you know, it's so close to the vote that we kind of just have to stick with Jackson. But, like, I talked to Andres about it. Like, Jackson and Crystal are on the bottom. They have nobody.
This is the idol clue. It's the idol clue. Wait. Seek where nature's wonders bloom amidst a garden of sweet perfume. In shadows where secrets loom. Find your treasure, dispel the loom.
gloom.
That's a weird. The gloom. That's a weird
small
fortune.
Font. That's small.
What?
I just believed you for a second. I was like, bloom, bloom. I was
Oh, make the first move. Wait, what does that mean?
I could so easily get Jackson and Crystal on our side and say, look, you're going home if you don't vote with us this week. Like, we are trying to save you. And get them to vote out Roy, and I get Andreas and maybe Michael.
Survivors, welcome to Tribal Council. We will now welcome in the first member of the jury, Catalina. Catalina voted out at last in Tribal Council before y'all merged. Jackson, I hate to call y'all survivors. Do you guys have a tribe name by now?
We actually do, but it's slipping my mind right now.
Cherry blossoms?
We're the Cherry Blossoms!
Woo! Yeah, that's actually I like it. Sailor, right now, I'm sure the other 7 players are shaking in their boots. You are the only person that cannot receive votes. What does that feel like?
It feels pretty great. I mean, this is such like a pivotal time in the game. Like coming in for blue bonnets, for prickly pears. It's like it's gonna be a big tribal, and it definitely feels really good to not have to worry about going home tonight.
Crystal, Sailor immediately brings to attention the fact that there are 4 former blue bonnets, 4 former prickly pears. Is that what you're thinking right now?
I'm trying to stay on the hopeful side and just like feel the vibes like as a group. Like, you know, we're unified now, and I'm trying not to be so harsh about tribal lines.
Andres, what does that look like? Who do you want to work with moving forward?
To this point, it's kind of just been like pretty like cut clear. These are the blue bonnets. These are the prickly pears. You know, we have to work in this way. We have to keep going. But I think with the merge, it sort of opens multiple different avenues with everybody. And so I feel like at this point, like everyone just kind of needs to start talking. And I think if you don't talk, you're gonna get left behind.
Roy, what are the odds that you think that you'll be in the 7 cherry blossoms sitting here after tonight's vote?
I mean, I've talked to some people that I trust. I feel pretty good about where I am. I mean, after the merge, it's like this invisible wall kind of is now gone. You know, there's no like barrier of talking to the other tribe. It's, you know, you can talk to anyone. So it's definitely a lot more game to be played for sure.
Jackson, how do you build trust with people that you've only known for a week?
I think it mainly comes from the ability to, well, first of all, in Survivor, trust isn't really a word. you can never really trust anybody. All you can really do is communicate with them and show them the information that you know, and you have to hope that they agree with that and they think that you're being truthful. But there really is no trust in the game. I think it's more of partial loyalty rather than full trust in somebody.
Roy, you made a face at that. In your opinion, is trust a word in Survivor?
I think trust is important. If you're not trustworthy, why would someone want to work with you? So I think that's definitely something that, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of moves you can make in the game to benefit yourself. But I think trust is definitely something that you can earn from people in order to form strong alliances to get you late in the game.
Alexis, at the final 8, the first time that everyone's together, how do you talk about getting voted out? What are factors that would lead to somebody getting voted out?
Well, obviously, everyone's talked about trust. I think that's a big thing that we're all considering. But there's also, you got to start thinking about the end and who's going to be a threat, whether that's in challenges or strategically or socially even. Like, it's a delicate balance.
Andres, you're nodding at that. Does anything stick out as a major factor that will send somebody home?
I just think that as far as like whenever it comes to a vote, like everybody kind of needs to think of how this vote can benefit them, you know? And like, I think that if you're only going with the vote because someone else picked the vote for you, or like you're going with the vote because like it's good for somebody else's game but maybe not good for your game, then maybe you should wake up and like think about how these votes can impact you, you know?
Crystal, do you think the vote tonight will draw a line this year?
No, I don't know anymore, honestly. After hearing everybody's responses, it could draw a line, it could not. I guess it depends who's being voted and why.
If you think that you're sure that it's not going to be you that's going home tonight, can you raise your hand? Right. I expect to see sailors. Nobody else is confident that they're not going home tonight. Maybe it won't be so easy to vote after all. Jackson, you are up first. It is time to vote.
You went from my final 2 to the first one out in merge, hopefully. You're just too cool for school.
I'll read the votes. All right. If you have an idol or a hidden advantage and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I'll read the votes. Jackson. With 1 vote, Jackson. Roy. With 1 vote, Roy. Roy. That's 2 votes, Roy. 1 vote, Jackson. Jackson. That's 2 votes, Roy. 2 votes, Jackson. Jackson. That's 3 votes, Jackson. 2 votes, Roy. Jackson. That's 4 votes, Jackson. 2 votes, Roy. 7th player voted out of Survivor Texas, Blossoms and Thorns. And the 2nd member of the jury, Jackson. Please bring your torch.
Thank God. Thank God.
Well, clean or not, that was certainly a merge vote. Congratulations on making the final 7. You guys will go straight into your final 7 immunity challenge. We'll explain right next to you at the balls. Good luck.
Honestly, I kind of had a feeling it was going to be a 50-50. I played too hard. I trusted Andres. I trusted him that he would vote Roy out. I talked to Alexis about voting him out. I shouldn't have trusted either of them. Yeah, I didn't play the advantage because I really did think that the vote Crystal first of all thought that we were good. She didn't really think that. She thought that like it would be better just to not play it and save it for next challenge. And if one of us did go, at least we had the other part of the advantage. We thought we had the numbers, and everyone they were very good at hiding it. Right now, I would probably vote for Andres. He's not really a huge target, but also he has great relationship skills. He's laying low. Yeah, I think he has not received a vote that I've been a part of so far, or any vote, I think. So good for him. I feel dumb going home with technically an idol, but not really. It was just a difficult tribal this week, and I trusted the wrong people.